Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's our visiting team and our home team. On the visitor's sideline, their head coach. His team making the long flight. Always difficult to play the 1 o'clock Eastern game when a West Coast team feels like it's 10 a.m. on their body clock. On the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys had the week off last week, so they are, in theory, rested up and ready to get... Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. Evan McPherson getting this one started. Should be a fun one. Off we go on EA Sports. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So the visitors ready to go on offense here for the first time. And they'll be led out, Greg, by the former Hoosier, the rookie quarterback from Indiana.
Nothing real fancy when you look back on last week's game, Mike. I mean, he had the 2 touchdown passes, of course, the 1 interception he'd love to have back. But for the most part, I thought he was really efficient. I thought he did a nice job operating the system. And there's actually some more plays that he left out there. So I think he can build off a lot of that, try to improve in this one today.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That's complete to his tight end. It's Dawson Knox. A gain of 16 on that pass play. And that will be a first down.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Lumberjacks.
They'll look to throw. And he can hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. Jalen Walker in for the sack. That's a Baker's dozen. 13 for the year.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Oh, got him again the second time with a sack on his opening drive.
This defensive line clearly has a beat on this offense. They've got to find a way to settle their pass protections. If they want to be able to get their quarterback in any sort of established rhythm and timing going forward, they're going to have to do a lot better job protecting them early in this game. That's already 2 sacks allowed.
And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. This crowd ready in anticipation. Their offense taking the field for the first time. And they're led by the #1 overall pick back in 2018. Greg, it is Baker Mayfield at quarterback.
You look back on the game prior to the bye week, Mike, and I think that win is critical. Nobody wants to go into the bye week off of a loss. It just changes the energy in the building. Everyone starts questioning everything you're doing. You go in on a win, everyone takes a deep breath. You're very honest about what you need to continue to improve on coming out of the bye, and we'll find out in this one whether they made those corrections. Heck of an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
A gain of 16 yards. That's enough for a first down.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. If you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. On play action, Mayfield. That is intercepted. Picked off by Tyler Jordan. And the Lumberjacks are going to have it. They'll take over at their own 24-yard line.
Well, we're getting a little test here early, Mike, to see just how easy is this team to rattle. Didn't look like they were able to get through that opening script that they had worked on all week. So I'm going to be curious on this next drive. Do they stick to the plan? Do they pick up where they left off? Or is there a little bit of a reaction, or dare I say panic, to come out and make some adjustments in response to that early interception?
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll run, and this is Cam Scatteraboo. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
At the 29-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll go again with Scatteraboo. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. It's 3rd and 4.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Mims sent in motion here. They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. And it looks like he's going to have the 1st down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
On the ground, it's Scatteraboo. He looks forward for maybe a yard. Jeremiah Wusu-Koromoa in on the stop. So, from 37, here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Short pass taken in by Knox. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the 1st down.
They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 6. Open is Knox over the middle. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
15 yards.
4 catches already in this opening quarter, off to a hot start as he picks up the 1st down.
15. And a Portland 1st down.
This is like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
On the give, Scatteraboo. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him. Josh Hines-Allen into double figures now. That is sack number 10 on the year.
A 50-yard attempt.
York's kick is good. And the Lumberjacks are out to an early 3-0 lead.
Aviators nothing.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Aviators offense and Baker Mayfield ready for their next possession. And he continues to show off his ability to run with the football when the situation calls for it. He is the NFL's leader in rush yards at the quarterback position. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. That one good for a dozen. And a very quick 1st down. So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. They'll stay on the ground. And he'll get forward for a couple. That's Jack Jones in on the stop.
He was brought down by Jack Jones. A 3-yard pickup.
Throwing on second down, Mayfield. To the right side, he finds McMillan. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
That's good for Orlando. First down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So just a lone field goal in the first quarter of play. 3-0 is our score. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. A couple of first downs, and the football's out to the 48-yard line as they come up first and 10. Now a shot here, deep middle. That is brought in. And he will score. Rick Pearsall, touchdown Aviators. His 4th TD grab of the season.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
Aviators 7, Lumberjacks 3.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Now return coming from the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Lumberjacks offense ready to get back at it. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This one caught right side by Knox. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Brings up 2nd and inside.
Here's Scatterboo. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
It's a gain of 12 there. And that will be a first down.
12 yards. That's good for a Portland first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game.
Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Jalen Walker. He gets in to record his 2nd sack of this first half. He'll look to throw. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
Mike, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. Finding space at the 40. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of a first down. Now a fair catch, and it's going to be a long field. They'll take over right about their own 13. The Aviators offense and their running back set to go once more. And as we move into the second half of the season, you can see he's the NFL leader in rushing touchdowns. Open man is Robinson. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 20.
On second down, Baker. That's over the middle and intercepted. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the 3rd or 4th read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position, jumped that route, challenged the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
The Lumberjacks offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll begin with the football in the red zone already as the defense has their back to the wall to start this drive. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And he's going to be out of bounds following a gain of about 5 on 1st down.
He's out of bounds at the 12-yard line. It's a pickup of 6.
Now they'll set up to throw.
And 4.
Headed left. Buying time.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
3rd and a yard. They're going to motion the tight end over here. They'll try and throw for it on 3rd and 1. That is caught. What a job to keep the play alive. Marvin Mims. Touchdown, Portland. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown, and Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench, going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go. Take advantage of the short field, and results in a nice touchdown.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. Oh, he's got room past the 30. A very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. The Aviators offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. Off the play fake. It's Mayfield. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. Teteroa McMillan was the intended receiver. And it'll lead to a 2nd down. Throwing is Baker. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Mayfield. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Handoff here, up the middle. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
45-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
They go play action with Mayfield. Throw, left side, complete to Pearsall. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
Brings up 3rd down.
It's the quarterback with the sneak. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
It's a gain of a yard.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Orlando, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Brings up 2nd
From
and
the 35, here's 2nd and 9.
I got it.
Out of the shotgun. Mayfield. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and
From the gun, it's Mayfield. He's going to find his receiver. It's Robinson. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
Orlando, 1st down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Now give on the ground. And the strength on display, rambling through tacklers for a gain of 8 yards.
Down at the 15-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Second down throw for Mayfield. That one knocked away in the end zone, incomplete. What a good job locating the football by the defense where it matters most. And it'll bring up third down now. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. What great work just to get those hands up there. And now it's fourth down. So instead of going for the first down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. Hardy's kick is good. The Aviators will level the score at 10 apiece.
And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
The return starts from the 5. Whoa! He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Lumberjacks offense and their big play wideout getting set for their next possession. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with first and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. They try to work the screen with Scatterboot.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head. Here in the first half, we've seen nothing but connections from these two guys. I mean, they've come out completely on fire, so the defense finally gets a stop, and really the first time we've seen these guys be a little bit off.
And that is incomplete. He was looking for Jalen Noel that time. And it's going to lead to a fourth down. Here's Bryce Behringer now as he's on here to punt this one away. That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. The Aviators offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with first and 10. He'll get this out to his running back. Now this offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. They'll turn and hand this one off. Now another timeout called by this offense. They have one remaining. It'll come with 36 ticks left on the first half clock. And he's got it. He'll move the chains. First down at the 47.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Mayfield to throw it here on first down. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
It's second down and 10.
Throwing is Mayfield. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now third and 10. Mayfield to throw. Taking the deep shot here with Robinson. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 30. That's good for Orlando. First down.
He'll get up and spike it. And let's check the clock. Maybe time for 2 plays here before the end of the half. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. The Aviators get 3 here late in the first half to take the lead.
Good snap, good hold, really good operation by the specialist. Gives this offense the lead right before the halftime break. Now the question will be, can they build on this as they try to close this game out as we look forward to the second half?
Back to to throw here to begin the drive. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. 10 weeks have come and gone. The temperature's starting to dip a little bit here in November. Lots to show you. Let's talk about it. Our trip around the NFL starts now with a good matchup in the NFC. And it's Kyler Murray. He had a heck of a game. This, one of 2 touchdown passes. He also ran for a score. The Dreadnoughts had to work for it, but they win it by a field goal. From there, let's get you to another interesting matchup. And when you need the tough yards, give it to Knuckles, David Montgomery. He's going to bull his way in from a couple yards away. These two teams all square 7-7 at halftime. Lastly, got one more to show you here. And this is the dynamic Jaden Daniels. Can't find an open receiver, so he tucks it, and he's going to go, and go, and go. The Blues on top in this one at halftime. And time now for one more look at the rest of the scores from around the NFL. In the game you're watching, it's been tight throughout, a field goal separating these two sides through 2 quarters. As we send you back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Three points, all that separates these two sides, as half number 2 kicks off. From the 6, here comes a return. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. The Aviators offense and Baker Mayfield ready for their next possession. And he has been a tough guy to contain all season long, as reflected in those numbers that you see there. The third quarter begins with a run. And a good run there. It'll get him 5 yards.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 40-yard line.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play. Here comes 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd down and 6.
Now Mayfield. He's got a man. That's McMillan. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
It's a gain of 22 yards. That's another Orlando first down.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And this tackle there, he pushes forward. It will give him 4 yards.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense. And right now, it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
He tried to pitch one forward. It was an option there, but it does fall incomplete. They need to get this to the 23. Here's 3rd down.
6 yards to go.
To throw is Mayfield. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Wan'Dale Robinson. Touchdown, Orlando. His 4th TD grab of the season.
You can just see the comfort, Mike, that this offense continues to play with. The early momentum in the first half has carried here after the break, and You can see this group just slowly starting to pull away.
And I'm thinking, Greg, about the guys on the other side. You're waiting at halftime, that other offense waiting to get back on the field. What happens? They come right out, extend the lead, and now the task gets a lot tougher for this second half.
Next to score, Aviators 20, Lumberjacks 10.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. A return now from the 4. Get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. The Lumberjacks offense getting their final instruction before heading back onto the field. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down. They'll start this on the ground with Scatterbury. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain. From the 23, here's 2nd and 9. Once again, it's Scatterbury. And he's going to struggle to get back to the line. Maybe a yard. Jeremiah Wusu-Koromoa in on the stop. They need 8 as they come up for third down. Throwing now from the gun. He'll try and get there on the ground. And the rookie gives himself up there at the end. That's a sign of a guy who's learned it quick. Picking up the first down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They'll run with Scatterbury. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
Back's doing everything in his power to try to get that ball around the edge to the boundary, but just great pursuit there by this linebacker, staying with his angles, running through contact, and he makes the play behind the line.
On the give, it's Scatterbury. And a much better result here. Give me 7, and it sets up third down.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs.
That's good. For a Portland first down. A 4-yard pickup.
Tight end going in motion here.
First down, Portland.
Back to throw. To the outside, looked in by Lamb. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard
A
line.
gain of 17 yards. That's another Portland first down.
He'll look to throw. Oh, the ball's out. One of his teammates there to take it back in.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
From the 50, he'll set up to throw. He'll get that out to Scatterbury. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Third and a long way to go.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll look to throw. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain. And that'll set up fourth down.
Brings up 4th down.
In motion, Lamb. Now they'll set up to throw. That one caught. It's Knox, the tight end. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. They'll run for the first time with their fullback. And he'll fight forward, doesn't get a hold up, and he's got what he needed. It is first and goal coming up.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Get this to Mims on the jet sweep. And this is not going to work out as planned. Tough spot to try to run a play like that. It is blown up behind the line.
Brings up second.
Tried to get a little cute here, get the ball into the hands of one of their receivers in space on a jet motion, but really nice job there by the defense. When you can set good edges and you can have good force players on the foot.
And he can't get away. Down he goes, back to 16.
And anytime this offense gets themselves going in the right direction, it just seems like the pass rush finds a way to make a play of their own, and they have completely dominated this game up until this point. I mean, it is no surprise they're playing with the lead as a result.
Throwing here on third, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of this third quarter. So, with a 4th and goal looming, we reached the end of the third quarter of play. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. So, a pressure kick here for Cade York. This to get back to a one-possession game. And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And they are indeed back within one score.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Aviators offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter. On 1st and 10, here's Baker. To the right side, he finds McMillan. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35.
That's good for Orlando.
Mayfield to throw on 1st and 10. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Back to the air, it's Mayfield. And nice work there after the catch. He was a little short of the first down after a gain of 7.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Mayfield. That's a pair of hookups on this drive. This one goes for 14 yards and a first down.
And in Orlando, first down. 1st and 10 at the
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense, and you don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock. But the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the fourth quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that 3rd down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up first downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again.
On 2nd down, Baker. Pass to Robinson. He's got it. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a first down. So they move inside the 20. 1st and 10 at the 18. Now give up the middle. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. Throwing on 2nd down, Mayfield. And they mark down at the 7. And it will set up 1st and goal.
A gain of 10 yards. That's good for an Orlando first down.
Here's a run. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
Tackle made at the 6-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Here's Mayfield. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him. Javon Hargrave getting in for the sack, and that's going to make it 3rd and goal. Out of the shotgun. Mayfield. That's going to be broken up in the end zone. Incomplete. There was no space to fit that one in. And now here comes 4th and goal. So now a big spot coming here. This to make it a 2-possession lead. And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kicks away. Here comes a return from the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Lumberjacks offense ready for this next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Azeez Ojulari. He works his way in, and that's now 5 sacks for him on the year.
Just simply more of the same, and you're just not going to have a lot of success, Mike, when you're constantly starting drives with 2nd and long, 3rd and long. It's just not a good way to play offense in the NFL, and here we go again.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. He'll drop to throw. He connects with Mims. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down. Receiver, and that's Lamb. And they're going to move the ball all the way up to the 45-yard line. A gain of 21 as they get the conversion on 4th down.
At the 45-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in?
And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. That is Josh Hines-Allen from his defensive end spot to record the sack. Shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. His offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
The quarterback is sacked. A loss of 7 yards.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the safety, Jesse Bates. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is, how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again?
It's 1st down, and they'll run. And a hard-earned yard as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down.
At the 40-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On the bootleg, it's Mayfield. Back into the hands of Pearsall on the right side. And it'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. Now this defense will use the first of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down. On the jet sweep, McMillan. Now in business inside the 15-yard line. Now a second timeout called by the defense. And they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work first and 10. The catch made by McMillan. Now this defense will use a third and final timeout. And they'll get together prior to this second down play.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the 3-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll go down back at the 4-yard line.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on third down? Or do they play it?
He's got his big tight end, Hunter Henry. Touchdown, Aviators. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Hardy now to add the extra point. He's got it. The Aviators will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
Lumberjacks 13.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Lumberjacks offense ready to see what they can do. They have likely one play left here north of the 2-minute warning as they're going to get started with first down. Right away, they'll set up to throw. They try to work the screen with Scatterboo. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. They'll look to set up the screen here. Well, it's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
5 yards on the play. And it's third down.
He'll look to throw. That is hard. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
It's a gain of 32 yards. That's good for a Portland first down.
Back to the air one more time. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
A loss of 6 yards. It's second down.
They'll look to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
That one incomplete. Hovering, outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is fourth down.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
This is caught. He's got a long way to go.
You find yourself down big. It's the fourth quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
The Aviators offense ready to come back out for this next possession. And with the defense out of timeouts, they cannot stop the clock. Just a couple of kneel downs should do it. victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. 2nd and 11. So the fans gonna head home happy. It's a win for the hometown squad. They're able to build on the solid performance of a week ago, and they make it 2 in a row with the victory here in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone.